Hello YouTube, I'm back with the next Melon Pony review, and today I'm reviewing Lily Lightly. He was a character that didn't really have a whole lot of screen time, but she got her own short named after her. Come Back Lily Lightly is entirely about her. And of course, she's a very relatable character. Even I can honestly relate to her very well. I think some of us, at some point, have had something that relates to her as well. I mean, she felt like an outcast just because her horn lit up when she was giggling. So, I mean, I relate to her because basically I moved here, so I felt like an outcast myself. I didn't know anybody there. Everybody knew everyone. It's probably known everyone for probably the last several years from before I came in. So she relates very well, and her song spells out what her problem is. You hear that, Rainbow Dash? You don't make songs to solve problems. You make songs either to help explain what the problem is or to share your feelings regarding a subject that's taking place at the time. It's not to solve the problem. That's where you went wrong. But yeah, she's a very enjoyable character, and even then, even after the song is done, it still doesn't solve her problem. So, it kind of makes her feel better, briefly, but then she still has a problem because it keeps coming back. It's not until the very end where they kind of get her to realize they have a second sort of, reprise with the song that ends up kind of making her feel much better. She ends up getting over it, but that's different. That means you're kind of using it to kind of tie all the loose ends together. They still had to go through a difficult time. I mean, the Firefly that she was with attempted to cover her for her because she knew that Lily Lightly was uncomfortable and didn't want to talk to anybody, and she wanted to. I mean, granted, the ponies knew that it wasn't her. She was not. The Firefly was not the one making the light they were seeing from a distance. But I mean, it was a very noble cause. So I mean, I have to say that Lily Lightly was definitely a character. I can definitely relate to her very, very much. I mean, especially if even if you're going to someplace new, you're not like leaving your state like I did. You're still, going to a party where you don't know anybody. That's the same idea. You still feel like an outcast. You don't know anybody. You're just kind of invited. You're along for the ride, and you have no idea what to expect, how they'll react when you talk to them. That's very much like me. I mean, Lily Lightly was definitely. I mean, she was a nice character, a nice pony to be around. I mean, she was obviously friendly, but she was obviously not comfortable. She was always willing to have a good time. She was just that when her horn lit up, when she was having a good time, it was kind of an unfortunate downside to her having fun. Was that she had to basically put up with a unique property of it, and her friends actually enjoyed it. So it's not like they were making fun of her the entire time. But Lily Lightly didn't know that, and probably didn't fully understand what was going on, what they were looking at regarding her. She didn't see it, and of course it's on her head, so it's not like she can magically look up and see it to the same extent. I mean, she'd have to ask, okay, what are you guys looking at? What's so exciting? But I gotta say, I like her. She's probably among my. If I had to pick a character that was actually from the franchise, I think she would probably be up. If she was not my favorite pony from the movies and shorts, she'd be up there. I think she's definitely most relatable. And yeah, Star Swirl started it, but she didn't have any actual media appearances. That would have been awesome to have her in there. She's probably in some ways relatable in a different way, but I think Lily Lightly has a lot more. It's a lot more relatable outside. I mean, Star Swirl is fairly limited to astronomy. I mean, Lily Lightly is kind of all over. Wide variety of ways you can relate to her without actually being in the same situation she's in. It's a very relatable character. I would definitely give her a shot, and if she's not your thing, she doesn't appear all that often. I mean, she's got mostly, I think, 2 animated shorts are the only one she's in, for the most part. So, yeah, that's my review on Lily Lightly from the G3 shorts and movies. Thanks for watching.